What's up everyone, welcome back to the GameCast, where we dive deep into the latest and greatest video games. Today we're talking about Eternal Strands, the highly anticipated action-adventure title from Yellow Brick Games. So we got a review copy of this game, and with its release just around the corner, this game has a lot of buzz. But will it live up to its hype? Let's unravel the mysteries of the Enclave and see what this magical world has to offer. Before I dive into the gameplay, let's talk about who's behind this ambitious title. Yellow Brick Games is an indie studio founded in 2020 by industry veterans like Mike Laidlaw, the creative genius behind the Dragon Age series, with a team of former BioWare and Ubisoft developers. Their debut game, Eternal Strands, aims to combine heartfelt storytelling with groundbreaking mechanics. High expectations, right? Well, let's see if they delivered.
You can climb the arc to attack it from different angles.
So the story of Eternal Strands takes place in this magical world called the Enclave, a realm shrouded in mystery. You play as Bryn, a young weaver tasked with uncovering the secrets of the Enclave's self-imposed isolation. The mantle you wear is a magical cloak, which grants her the ability to manipulate the elements, from fire and ice to telekinesis. The narrative is deeply woven into the gameplay, with every decision shaping up Bryn's journey and the fate of the world. It's emotional, it's immersive, and it's a story that will stick with you. So, let's get to the meat of it, the gameplay. Eternal Strands combines action-packed combat with thoughtful exploration and puzzle solving. So here are the highlights. Bryn's mantle is actually the star of the show. You can channel fire to burn obstacles, freeze enemies to slow them down, or use telekinesis to manipulate the environment. The world reacts dynamically to your actions, which adds a layer of realism and strategy. And then the loot. Well, there is loot. Everywhere. Seriously, it feels like someone accidentally set the loot spawn dial to 11 and forgot to turn it down. While that might sound exciting, it eventually gets overwhelming. And the worst part, you can't just open crates. Nope, you have to hack and slash your way through them. It's fun at first, until the crates start flying around like they're auditioning for a low-budget action movie. The thing about it is, you have to collect these resources, which come mostly in these loot crates. You have to destroy the crates and collect all the minerals and stuff that come out of it to be able to craft and upgrade your gear and your camp. So the combat system is innovative and incredibly satisfying. You can use the environment to your advantage, hurl boulders at enemies, set fire to trees to block their path, or freeze lakes to create makeshift bridges. Speaking of throwing things, I found myself using rocks almost exclusively. There is something oddly therapeutic about pelting enemies with massive boulders. The melee combat though, it's, let's call it, different. It's a bit clunky, and fighting certain opponents becomes more frustrating than challenging. If you're not using your magical abilities at least. As for the exploration, the Enclave is vast, interconnected and begging to be explored. From lush forests to ancient ruins, every area is filled with secrets and hidden lore. Bryn's abilities open up new paths, rewarding curiosity and creativity. And then the boss encounters. Well, the colossal bosses roaming the Enclave are a highlight. Think Shadow of the Colossus vibes as you climb onto these behemoths to exploit their weak points. Each victory grants new abilities that enhance both combat and exploration. As for the controls and movement, one thing you'll notice immediately is that Bryn's movement takes some getting used to. Sharp turns feel like trying to steer a shopping cart with a broken wheel. It's not game breaking, but it does make navigating tight areas and dodging attacks a little tricky. On the bright side, once you get a hang of it, it's actually pretty manageable. Graphically, Eternal Strands is a masterpiece. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, the game boasts a painterly art style that's both vibrant and detailed. The dynamic lighting and weather effects make the world feel alive. The conversations between the characters have a cartoony style that reminds me of Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. It's charming and fits well with the overall tone of the game. The soundtrack composed by the legendary Austin Wintory is nothing short of breathtaking. From emotional melodies to pulse-pounding battle tracks, the music perfectly complements the game's tone. I found it pretty similar to The Witcher at some points, to be honest. And the voice acting? Top notch. Bryn's performance is heartfelt and the sporting cast adds depth to the narrative.
For venturing off to just beyond the forested hills of Glintwood Hollow lies the wetlands known much like...
Let's talk performance. On PC the game runs like a dream on high-end systems. Console players can expect 4K at 30 FPS or a performance mode targeting 60 FPS. That said, there were a few minor hiccups. During my preview I noticed occasional texture pop-ins and a couple of NPCs clipping through objects. Thankfully Yellow Brick Games is committed to post-launch support, so these issues should be ironed out quickly. So as for the world to explore in, I was hoping I'd be able to enter some more buildings, or at least any of the buildings that are within the cities you come across. The world would have felt a bit more alive or interactive this way. But we have to realize that this game was made by a seriously small team of developers, and I can have nothing but respect for them, of course. So if you're not sure if this game is for you, the gameplay footage I've put into this video is actually how the game plays. I can't explain it anyway else, as what you see is what you get. But I actually did enjoy myself a lot playing this. They've done something different which I haven't experienced before in a game. So if I look at the price tag and that it is a day 1 release on Xbox Game Pass, I would definitely say it's a buy it for me. So, what's the final verdict on Eternal Strands? This game is a triumph for Yellow Brick Games. The innovative gameplay, rich storytelling and stunning visuals make it a must-play for fans of action-adventure and RPGs alike. Sure, there are a few rough edges, like the clunky melee combat and a slightly overzealous loot system, but these are minor compared to the overall experience. Trust me. And that's it for today's review of Eternal Strands. Have you pre-ordered it yet, or are you waiting to see more? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more honest reviews and deep dives into the gaming world. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, stay curious and keep gaming. See you next time.